the weigh-ins, we have Dee Logue, Executive Director, Raymond Doidon, Commission Member, Robert Bediveau, the Inspector, Alex Lagier, Administration. And also on site we have Mike Williams and Leah Williams, the promoter and directors of Elite1 MMA. We'd like to thank our sponsors for the event. We have Troy's Roofing and Construction, Molson Coors, Sports Rock, Dieppe and Mountain Road, C103, the station that rocks, Motel 6, 2995 Main Street, Moncton Headrush Clothing, Headrush Moncton. We want to remind everybody that tickets are still available at the Casino NB gift shop and online at www.casinonb.ca. We want to remind everyone that this is a zero tolerance event, so we'll keep all of the action inside the octagon tomorrow night and make sure that we understand that's the code of conduct. All the action stays inside the octagon. If you have any unsold tickets, please make sure you return them to Liette before you leave here today, before we take off. All corner persons need to get their corner license here today. There will be none being done tomorrow, so make sure you do that here at the table right in front of me before you leave today. A reminder that all fighters are to be at the casino here tomorrow night at 5 p.m. We'll be going through the walkout and amateur rules, followed by the taping of hands. So that's 5 o'clock tomorrow here at the casino. Elite1 MMA team would like to thank all of the following people helping us give all the fans the show they deserve, the fighters and the coaches especially, the fans, Casino New Brunswick, the production crew, the New Brunswick Combat Sports Commission, again all of our sponsors, all of our volunteers, and the Cage Girls. This makes the event possible and the show that everyone anticipates and deserves. Before we actually start the weigh-ins, Dee Logue, our director, would like to say a few words on behalf of the commission.
Hi guys, it's just in regards to housekeeping for tomorrow evening. We actually got 13 fights, 26 fighters and their coach. Everybody who's been to the casino before, it's a beautiful facility. It's very tight back there. We're only going to have 2 dressing rooms for the amateurs. We are going to have a private room at the far end, like a co-main event. But we wanted to ask you guys, please, just bring your coach backwards in the back room, only coaches. I want you guys to respect each fighters by warming up on the mats per se. Some dressing rooms are going to have 9-10 fighters per dressing room. Warm up with the mats, with mitts had as the order of the fight. The lineup will be addressed where you're fighting on the card. Hand wraps is not supplied by the commission. Hand wrappers are supplied by Elite1. Phil Barley will be there hand wrapping, but we don't supply gauze and tape. People arrive at the night of the fight looking for gauze and tape. They will be able to, you guys will be able to purchase them, or if Phil does your hand, we charge you a fee that includes gauze and tape. Problem we're having with fighters in the back room, people don't understand. You're not allowed to grease up in the back rooms. No ointment treatment, no A535, none of that. No Vaseline, okay? There's no food permitted in the back room, water. If you have energy drinks, day of the fight, you should not have an energy drink. No Red Bull is going to be allowed in the restrooms. But, you know, at the end of the day, biggest problem is traffic. We're very busy back there. Just refrain from trying to bring all your buddies and your friends. We are going to have an amateur rules meeting. After the amateur rules meeting, the doctors will be here around 5:50. We will start the actual pre-fight medicals. Once you got the pre-fight medical done, in order, the bout order, meaning the first fighter of the night is going to get this medical done first, and it's going to get this hand wrap first. From then on, we're going to try to get the rotation with the wrappers going. So our goal is to really start on time, and we want to run fight after fight after fight, because at the end of the day, nobody wants to get 4 in the morning. Some of us need a cold beer after. Having said all that, I just want to make sure, wish you guys all luck. But again, if you have any questions, we can hang around here. But at the end of the day, you guys have a safe night and a good night. Thank you.
All right, so on to the weigh-ins. Let's start off with that first fight of the evening in the 155-pound category. Introducing first from Spring Hill, Nova Scotia, making their amateur debut, fighting out of Cumberland MMA, Nick Terrio. Weighing in at 155.2 pounds. His opponent from Upper Kings Clear, New Brunswick, with a record of 1 loss. From Dolly Academy Martial Arts and Shutokai Judo, Ben Fullerton. Weighing in at 154.5 pounds. Gentlemen, I'll get you to face off over here in front of the screen. Go ahead, face off. I'll get you to face the crowd. Thank you very much, gentlemen. On to our second fight of the evening in the 145-pound category. Introducing first from Cornwall, Prince Edward Island, making his amateur debut, fighting out of Wolf Run MMA, Jonah McDougall. Weighing in at 144.3 pounds. Introducing his opponent from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, with a record of 1 win, no losses, fighting out of Fit Plus, Luc de St. Croix. Weighing in at 145.1 pounds. Gentlemen, I get you to face off in front of the screen.
Yeah, move to the center of the screen, boys.
I'll get you to face the crowd. Thank you very much, gentlemen. On to our third fight of the evening in the 135-pound category, from Halifax, Nova Scotia, with a record of 2 wins, 1 loss, fighting out of Titans MMA Halifax, Jake Kelly. Weighing in at 135.6 pounds. Introducing his opponent from Stanley, New Brunswick, with a record 2 wins, 3 losses, fighting out of Dolly's Academy Martial Arts, Corey, the Warrior Vern. Weighing in at 134.7 pounds. Here, gentlemen, just to face off in front of the screen. I'll get you to face the crowd. Thank you very much, gentlemen. On to the fourth fight of the evening in the heavyweight category. Introducing first from Halifax, Nova Scotia, with a record 1 win, 1 loss, Ryan Aitkins. Weighing in at 232.8 pounds. Introducing his opponent from Halifax, Nova Scotia, making his debut, fighting out of Fit Plus, Zach Garcia. Weighing in at 225.8 pounds. Okay, gentlemen, just a face off in front of the screen. We'll get you to face the crowd. Thank you very much, gentlemen. On to our fifth fight of the evening in the 205 category. From Maugerville, New Brunswick, making his amateur debut, Tyler Gilker. Tyler's currently not here. Introducing his opponent. From Glace Bay, Nova Scotia, with a record no wins, one loss. Fighting on a sprawl or brawl, James Bay Boy Doucette. Weighing in at 203.3 pounds. Just get you to face the crowd. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
On to the sixth fight of the evening in the heavyweight category, introducing first from Stanley, New Brunswick, with a record 2 wins, 1 loss, Iron Hank Anderson.
Yeah, I don't care.
Weighing in at 229.6. Introducing his opponent from Fredericton, New Brunswick, with a undefeated record of 2 wins, fighting out of Synergy, Chris Silverback Fowler. Weighing in at 260.6 pounds. Get you guys to face off in front of the screen. Get you to face the crowd. Thank you very much, gentlemen. On to our seventh fight of the evening in the 170-pound category, introducing first from Tracadie, New Brunswick, making his debut, fighting out of Farron Jiu-Jitsu and Taekwondo Savoy, Shawn Martin. Weighing in at 168.1 pounds. Introducing his opponent from Sydney, Nova Scotia, making his debut, fighting out of Zombie Proof, Drake Farrell. Weighing in at 168 pounds. Get you gentlemen to face off in front of the screen. Get you to face the crowd. Thank you very much, gentlemen. On to our eighth fight of the evening. This fight is for the amateur bantamweight title. Introducing first the challenger from Hebville, Nova Scotia, with a record 3 wins, 2 losses, fighting out of Fortitude MMA, Relentless Robbie Innes. Weighing in at 133.7 pounds. And introducing his opponent, the current amateur Elite1 MMA bantamweight champion from Sussex, New Brunswick, with an undefeated record of 4 wins, fighting out of MXT St. John, Sussex, Corey Pikey Forsyth. Weighing in at 133.4 pounds. Get you guys to face off in front of the screen. Get you guys to face the crowd. Thank you very much, gentlemen. On to our 9th fight of the evening. This fight is for the vacant amateur welterweight title. Introducing first from Cornwall, Prince Edward Island, with a record of 1 win, 1 loss. Fighting out of Wolf Run MMA, Nathan Burke. Weighing in at 168.6 pounds. Introducing his opponent from Riverview, New Brunswick, with an undefeated record of 2 wins, fighting out of Victory Jiu-Jitsu, Scott McKinnon. Weighs in at 168.3 pounds. Get you guys to face off in front of the screen. Get you to face the crowd. Thank you very much, gentlemen. On to our 10th fight of the evening. This fight is for the vacant amateur heavyweight title. Introducing first from Hampton, New Brunswick, with a record of 3 wins, 1 loss, fighting out of Yamaji Dojo Martial Arts and Fitness Center, Nick the Boom Coombs. Weighs in at 262.6 pounds. Introducing his opponent from St. John, New Brunswick, with a record 1 win, 1 loss, fighting out of MXT St. John, Joe Pilmer. Weighs in at 249.2 pounds. Get you guys to face off in front of the screen. Get you guys to face the crowd. Thank you very much, gentlemen. On to our 11th fight of the evening in the 135-pound category. Introducing first from Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, with a record 4 wins, 3 losses. Fighting out of Wolf Run MMA, Morgan Reines Jr. Weighs in at 135.5 pounds. Introducing his opponent from Montreal, Quebec, with a record 5 wins, 2 losses. Fighting out of TriStar, Montreal, Ty Wilson. Weighs in at 136 pounds even. Get you guys to face off in front of the screen. Get you to face the crowd. Thank you very much, gentlemen. On to our co-main event, sponsored by Motel 6 Moncton. Introducing first from Halifax, Nova Scotia, with a record 3 wins, 1 loss, fighting out of Titans MMA Halifax, Pat Carroll. Weighs in at 169.3 pounds. Introducing his opponent from Riverview, New Brunswick, with a record 9 wins, 5 losses, fighting out of Spitfire Muay Thai, Alderic, the Coroner Keith. Weighs in at 170.3 pounds. Get you guys to face off in front of the screen.
Just a little bit
face the crowd. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Now it's time for your main event for the vacant Elite1 MMA lightweight title belt. The bout is sponsored by Troy's Roofing and Construction. Introducing first from Pointe du Chene, New Brunswick, with a record 7 wins, 2 losses, fighting out of Wolf Run MMA, Shawn Wallace. Weighs in at 156.2 pounds. Introducing his opponent from Woodstock, New Brunswick, with an undefeated record of 3 wins, fighting out of Synergy Training Center, Dee Logue. Weighs in at 154.6 pounds. Get you guys to face off in front of the screen. Get you guys to face the crowd. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Now, due to Shawn not making weight, this title fight will continue to be a title fight. If Dee Logue wins, he will become the new Elite1 MMA lightweight champion. And if Shawn wins, it will be a non-title fight. Therefore, the title will not be on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank everyone for being in attendance here for the weigh-ins, and we look forward to seeing everyone tomorrow night for Decade of Destruction here at the casino.